What's up, everybody, and welcome back to my channel. The scammer of all scammers in the Married at First Sight universe, Michael Watson, has been granted the first annulment in Married at First Sight history, and the story behind it is just as bizarre as his stint on the show. This story comes from soapdirt.com. I'm going to leave a link to their article down below if you want more information on what went down. But guys, my head is still a little bit spinning about what happened. So according to Soap Dirt, I believe they talked directly with Meka Jones. I was going to say Michael's ex-wife, but I don't even know. What do you call ex-spouses after an annulment? Let me know in the comments below. I probably should have researched that ahead of filming. But anyway, I think she was their source for the story. She talks about what went down in the courtroom, and it just like really opens your eyes to how like bizarre this man is. Like, I know if you already watched their season of Married at First Sight, you already know he's bizarre and a pathological liar. But like just hearing about it in court and the fact that he got what he was looking for just further reinforces that fact in my mind. So anyway, Meka says that apparently when they were in court, Michael was like, you know what? The producers of the show set us up to fail. I never watched the show, so I had no clue what I was getting myself into. 99.9% sure that was a lie, like anything else he's ever said on the show. And then he's like, I didn't even like understand that I was really getting married. And so the judge goes, Michael, did the wedding look real when you showed up there? And his lawyer goes, yeah, it looked real, but he had no clue what he was doing. Like, he didn't know he was really getting married. And on top of that, he goes, honestly, like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, I only met her that day. Like, it wasn't a real marriage, when that is the entire premise of Married at First Sight. I don't believe that Michael, of all people, was cold called to be on the show. It doesn't make sense. That is not how producers do this. They find you on social media or like on a dating app or whatever. Like, if they're going to scout you, they're not just going to like go through the yellow pages, which does that even exist anymore, and find your random names to call up. No. And you know, when they scout people, they tell them exactly what it is for. Hey, I'm a producer from the show. This is the premise. You're going to get married, a legally binding marriage to a complete stranger. Do you consent? Yes or no? Then you sign a contract on top of that, enforcing the fact that you understand what it is that you're getting yourself into. So the fact that this guy could show up to court with a straight face and claim to have been completely blindsided, like, what did he think? He was showing up to the courthouse in a full suit, doing confessionals about getting ready to get married. What did he think was going to happen when, you know, even though they allegedly cold called him, he still had to go through background checks, very poorly done background checks, might I add, in interviews with the relationship counselors to make sure he's ready for marriage. So everything pointed to the fact that he was legitimately going to get married, and it was going to be to a stranger. Oh my God, like my head is really spinning here because I'm like, what is this guy talking about? You weren't dating anyone at the time. So like, what would your other excuse be? Like, you thought you were going to marry your longtime girlfriend that didn't exist? Like, what? So when the judge asked Meka whether she wanted to go forward with the annulment that Michael was requesting or she wanted an official divorce, she said, listen, I don't care what I get from this man, just so long as I get away from this man, because this has been a nightmare for far too long that I am ready to turn the page on. And I say, yes, girl, 1000%. Although like it's Michael who got the first ever annulment in Married at First Sight history, I feel as though that was something that Meka should have gotten based off of all the pathological lying that she had to deal with. People like Michael are terrifying to me. Like, I don't think he is wound all the way around in the head just based on how he could lie about literally anything. He could lie about the weather. He could lie about his job. He lies about any and everything. And it's for no reason. It's the most inconsequential things. And people like that are the ones that you have to watch out for. So my heart 1000% goes out to Meka for ever having to have been paired with someone like this. You know, she also did call out the producers and the background checkers. She's like, you know what? Yes, they should have background checked him better, because it would have been very easy for them to see that he was lying about the things that he was lying about. Why does his wife, who knew him like a couple of days at that point, why is she the one who has to go, wait a second, these stories you're telling me don't add up. When this show champions itself on, allegedly taking marriage seriously and the matching process seriously, if they did, she never would have been put in that position in the first place. Michael had no business ever being matched with anybody because something's not right. The man is a pathological liar, and she did not deserve to suffer the way she suffered on this show. So congratulations to Meka and Meka alone on this annulment and this chapter finally being closed in her life. Guys, how do you feel about Michael's excuse for seeking an annulment, claiming he had no clue he was really being married and complaining that he was made to marry a stranger? The exact premise of the show that he signed up to participate in. My head is spinning. Make sure to let me know all of your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. And as usual, we'll chat. That's all for now. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.